There are moments in life when standing still feels just as frightening as moving forward. You reach a place where choices carry weight, where decisions feel permanent, and where the fear of making the wrong move can quietly paralyze your heart. You pray, you think, you wait, and you wonder which way to go. If you have ever asked God for clarity, for wisdom, or for direction, this message is for you. Today is about the kind of prayer that doesn't just ask for answers, but asks for guidance from the one who sees the whole path. Direction prayer is born in moments of uncertainty. It rises when the road ahead feels unclear and the familiar paths no longer feel safe. It is the prayer you whisper when you don't know what step to take next, but you know you don't want to move without God. Direction prayer is not about control. It is about surrender. It is about admitting that your vision is limited, but God's is perfect. Psalm 32 verse 8 carries a powerful promise from God Himself. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you. This verse does not say God might guide you or that He will guide you if you figure everything out first. It says He will instruct you. He will teach you. He will counsel you. Direction is not something you have to force. It is something God lovingly provides when you trust Him enough to ask and wait. Many people struggle with direction because they want clarity without dependence. They want a map without a relationship. But God's guidance often comes through closeness, not shortcuts. Direction prayer draws you into deeper communion with God. It slows you down. It quiets your spirit. It aligns your heart with His will instead of rushing ahead of it. There are seasons when God's direction feels immediate and clear, and there are seasons when it unfolds one step at a time. Waiting can feel uncomfortable, especially when pressure surrounds you. But waiting is not wasted when it is done with God. Often, God uses the waiting to shape your character before revealing the next step. Direction prayer teaches patience and trust, reminding you that God's timing is always intentional. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 tells us to trust in the Lord with all our heart and lean not on our own understanding. It promises that when we acknowledge Him, He will make our path straight. This verse challenges us because leaning on our own understanding feels natural. We want logic, certainty, and guarantees. But direction prayer invites us to trust beyond what makes sense. It calls us to believe that God knows what we cannot see. Sometimes the reason direction feels unclear is because God is asking you to release something before He reveals what's next. Direction prayer often exposes attachments, fears, or habits that no longer serve His purpose. God does not guide us just to change our location. He guides us to transform our hearts. When your heart becomes aligned with His will, direction becomes clearer. James 1 verse 5 gives us reassurance when we feel unsure. It says that if anyone lacks wisdom, they should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault. God is not irritated by your questions. He is not disappointed by your uncertainty. He invites you to ask. Direction prayer is welcomed in heaven. God delights in leading His children. There will be times when God's direction challenges your comfort. The path He points you toward may require courage, obedience, and faith. Direction prayer prepares you for that. It strengthens your spirit so that when God speaks, you are ready to follow. Guidance from God does not always lead to ease, but it always leads to growth. One of the most important things to remember is that God's guidance is often confirmed through peace, not pressure. The voice of God brings clarity and calm, even when the path ahead is difficult. Isaiah 30 verse 21 says that you will hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the way, walk in it." God's direction may be gentle, but it is steady. It does not confuse or condemn. It leads with love. Direction prayer also teaches humility. It reminds you that you are not meant to navigate life alone. When you pray for direction, you are acknowledging God as your source of wisdom. You are choosing trust over pride. And in that surrender, God is faithful to lead you step by step. If you are feeling lost, uncertain, or overwhelmed by decisions, know this: God has not abandoned you. Silence does not mean absence. Sometimes God is guiding you internally before He changes things externally. Direction prayer keeps you connected during those moments, reminding you that God is still working. Your life is not random. Your steps are not unnoticed. God sees the beginning, the middle, and the end. When you invite Him into your decisions, He promises to guide you with His loving eye upon you. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to stay close to the one who does. So today, let your prayer be simple and sincere. Ask God to lead you. Ask Him to teach you. Ask Him to guide your steps. And then trust that He will be faithful to do exactly what He promised. If this message touched your heart, please like this video and subscribe to the Gospel Media TV for more faith-filled inspiration. Share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And let us know in the comments what blessed you the most. Your engagement helps us spread the gospel farther and reach more souls. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new message. God bless you, and see you in the next video.